Ready, 2, 1. Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Hello, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube. Hi, Facebook.
We are going to wait until we have some people. Hey, Yvette.
Hey, Yvette.
We got 2 people on YouTube. Hello.
Welcome to Two Chicks with a Side Hustle.
We are going live today. We got people on YouTube. Hello.
Hi,
YouTube. If you're just joining us, hello. We are 2 Chicks with a Side Hustle.
I am Carl.
And I am Tangi, where we post work at home jobs, side gigs, and side hustles.
We got some more people on Facebook.
Hello, Facebook. How are you guys today? We are here with our regularly scheduled program. We're a little early today, though.
Sunday.
We are a little early today, which is good for everyone who has something to do this evening. So let's see. Hope everyone is having a lovely Sunday. We are having a lovely Sunday. It is kind of nice here today because it has been hot for us.
I'm gonna bring this thing down here.
Just hit
Here, say.
I think, can you just make it big? Can you just hit the inner corner of it? Yeah.
Kind of way I moved it up.
Sure. I don't know, child. Hey, YouTube. Welcome to those of you who are just joining us on YouTube. If this is your first time joining, I am Tangi.
And I am Carl.
And we are 2 Chicks with a Side Hustle, where we focus on work at home jobs, side gigs, and side hustles. YouTube, can you guys let us know if you hear us today? We have been for a couple of weeks having some trouble with that. So if you guys could just let us know, chime in and let us know if you hear us. Well, I think they probably would have let us know.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Queen. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Hello, Carrie. Well, guys, we go live on Sundays on YouTube and on Facebook. Hey, Tony, that's my sister. Hey, Tony. And we go live on Sundays just to give you guys a glimpse of who's hiring. See if you guys have any questions or anything that we can answer.
Hi, Rita. Rita says she run into her computer.
Any questions that we can answer? We have a topic today, and I know you guys on YouTube saw our topic. For you guys on Facebook, our topic today is the top 10 part-time work-at-home jobs. So if you're looking for something part-time, overnight, in the evening, that's what we'll be talking about today. And we'll also take some questions if you have any. If you have any questions about the jobs we have posted this week, it is your now to ask. Oh, okay, Queen. Okay, well, we're going to get to them in just 1 minute, so keep on watching. If you guys have any questions or anything you want to say about the jobs we've posted this week, YouTube, if you guys are not on our Facebook group, please join our Facebook group at Kiss That Cubicle Goodbye, where we post the work at home jobs daily. And also like our Facebook page entitled 2 Chicks with a Side Hustle, just like on YouTube. And we also post there. And they are different jobs than we post on the Facebook. So Facebook, if you want more opportunities for more jobs, join our YouTube channel where we post a video every day. And Carol will put that in the comments. And on YouTube, we will put the group link in the description box below once we finish recording.
Hi, Kishana.
Hello.
Welcome to our live.
Welcome, guys. So we're just going to get a few more people in here. Hello, everyone on Facebook. And if you guys on Facebook have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe. And I want to thank everyone who has joined the group recently or who has been following us. Thank you guys so much for your support, and thank you guys for, hanging in there with us and helping grow our channel as well as our group. This is something we are passionate about. We love helping people try to get their work at home journey started, either part-time or full-time, and we just enjoy getting the information out there. So thank you guys again, and thank you guys in the group for you guys who have been posting. Let us know that you're getting hired. Congratulations. Yay.
We had a lot of people this week.
Yeah, we did.
A lot of people got hired this week.
Yeah.
Congratulations to everyone that was hired this week.
Yes. And I think we're not keeping a total on people who have gotten hired, but guys, we have probably gotten over 200 people to start working from home. So high five to my buddy.
All right.
So, and we're excited about that because we love helping people start their work at home journey. Carol and I have been doing this for a long time. And we always say if we had a nickel for everybody we have told about work at home, we'll be rich. I would have bought me a bunch of Bitcoin.
Oh, really? Me too.
Yeah, I would have bought a bunch of Bitcoin. Yes, I would have. But then again, guys, it's not about the money. It is just about helping you guys get started with your work at home experience. No matter what type of job it is, no matter, what hours it is, just something to help you guys get started on your way.
Yep.
Oh, yep. So, you want to start with questions?
Yes, we can take questions first, and we do have one right here.
Okay.
From Carrie.
Okay, Carrie.
Carrie says, I was hoping to ask, do you guys know of texting jobs or things I can do from my tablet?
Okay.
Yes, we have quite a few texting jobs posted in the group.
Mm-hmm. And Carrie, most of the texting jobs, we did a video on YouTube about those, and Carol has posted them in the group several times. So if you go and look in the group, I think it's called texting
job, texting
yes.
company.
Or if you are on YouTube, we did a video called non-traditional chat jobs. And just to let you guys know that it is adult-oriented chat. Now, those are not all the chat jobs that are out there, but those are the ones that we are speaking of when we're talking about texting. Any of the other jobs, then we'll refer to them as chat jobs. But these jobs that we refer to as texting jobs are adult-oriented chat. So if you are looking for that type of job, usually you can do them from your phone. Well, I'm not going to say all of them. I'll say some of them you can do from your phone or your tablet. Some of them are strictly done from the computer. So if you are interested in those, go check out the video on YouTube, or you can check out the post that Carol made in the group. And we did have a something I wanted to address about the chat jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and I know we probably guys have went over this in the video, and you can in the video, but someone posted, was
the texting, was it lucrative?
Was the texting lucrative? And yes, Now, the reason I say it is because you are not getting paid per hour. You are getting paid per text. So basically, you can determine how much you make per hour. So if you want to make $10 per hour and the chat and the text pays 20 cents, then you know you have to have 50 texts. Is it 50 texts per hour? For $10? Yes, 50 texts per hour.
To make $10,
right? To make $10. Mm-hmm. And is that possible? Yes. Can you type 50 texts an hour? If you are a fast typist, you can even be a moderate speed, I think, and get $10 an hour. And that's not to say everybody is going to do that type of work, but with texting, you kind of set your own hourly pay. They pay you per text. So if you're a fast typist and you can type 100 texts per hour, that's $20 an hour. But of course, you set that. So it's you determine how much you make. It's not up to Carol and I to say, oh, you can make money. Yes, you can make money doing it, but how much you make an hour, it is determined by you. It really is. We only put the information out there, and with the various texting companies, they each pay per message, and it varies the money, the amount per message. But like I said, you determine your amount per hour. You know, some of the texting companies, they have 150 characters that you must type before you send. So you may want to look at how long it takes you to type 150 characters. How, you know, and it also depends on how many messages are in queue and how many people are waiting. So that's another determination. So basically, it is you determine how much you make. We can't tell you. We can only give you rough estimates about how much is made by the person who is working. So our person who we know who works the text chat type, well, the texting type of positions is Carol. And Carol says that she makes anywhere from $50 to $250 a week, very part-time. So if you work full-time and you're a fast typist, the sky's the limit for you. And it's also a great way to build up if you are trying to learn to do transcription. It's a great way to get your speed up, and it's a great way to learn how to type. It really is.
And I agree. So if you want to make anywhere from 50, 60, 70, 100, 200, 300. Some people are making $500 per week. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't make $500. I wish I could, but some people are doing texting full time, and they are making a really nice income per week from texting. Yep. And we have several jobs posted in the group. For those of you that are watching on YouTube, you can join our group at Kiss That Cubicle Goodbye, and the texting companies are posted in the group, and they are also posted on YouTube. We did that video about 3 or 4 weeks ago on texting. There, we do have a video on YouTube that explains the texting, what to do, how to get started, and who the companies are.
And we also gave little tips and tricks that you can do to help you earn money with texting.
Yes.
So it is a lucrative position. And the good thing about it, guys, it's 24/7. You work whenever you want. You don't have a schedule. And that is good for people who are looking for something with no schedule, who are looking to work overnight, who are looking to just supplement their income. And it's good for people who want to make a full-time income out of it also. Yes. So, yes, it's basically up to you. So we can't give you an hourly rate on the texting position. We can only say, hey, it pays whatever per text, and it's up to you to determine your hourly rate. Yes. So anybody have any questions on that? I just wanted to address that because people were asking, how much do you make? And we can tell you how much they pay per text, but we can't tell you how much they pay per hour because that is determined by the person who is doing the job. So,
Hi, Lisa.
Hey,
Yes,
Lisa.
new people. Hi, Tabitha.
Hello.
Hi, Victoria. Rachel and Rita is back. Now, Victoria wanted to know what is this one that she missed. So, Victoria, we were talking about the texting companies. We do have them posted in the group. There's one particular company that everyone wants to apply for, and that is the one that Tangi was just speaking about. That one, Victoria, it's only one lady that runs that company that I know of. And so what she'll do is she'll open it up. People will apply in the group once I post it. Once she gets enough applications, she'll shut it off. So I will have to repost it when she opens that one back up. Oh, so you made it in. Congratulations, Dee. You made it in before she turned it off again. Okay. And you're just waiting to hear back. Lisa, you want to know how do you get the information so you can apply. For that company, when they start hiring again, I will post it, but we do have a list of texting jobs in the group. So if you can do a search on texting, the job should come up. I made a post about maybe 4 weeks ago. Is there something special about that one? I think what's special about that one, Kishana, is weekly pay and it pays more, 20 cents.
Yes.
Okay. It's weekly pay. I think the other ones are on a little bit on the low end, maybe like 13, 12, 8, 7 cents, and they only pay once a month. But you can do more than one.
Yes.
It's up to you.
And guys, also remember, like Carol said, you can do more than one of these jobs. You are not bound to just one company. And again, Carol and I always preach multiple streams of income. Multiple streams. So if you have 3 or 4 of these jobs, that's not unusual for us. I mean, if you joined our live last week, we talked about how Carol and I have 11 jobs between us now. I lost myself.
No, I doubt it.
Oh, well, then I'm back to 12 now. I'm back to 12.
No, you have more than I have.
Well, anyway, so but the trick is that we don't have to work all of them. So for us, that works out to be able to
have in your basket.
Yeah,
that's what we say. We tell people, I always have more than one egg in your basket because you never know when these companies are gonna run off and leave or shut down. You just don't know. You never know what may happen.
Especially if you're a 1099 contract, they have no allegiance to you. So if you are a 1099 contract employees, we always say have more than one egg in your basket. Have the eggs that don't require a lot from you. Yeah. So that's our little tidbit that we like to give. It's so many ways for you to do the work at home, to set up your own schedule, to do the things that you need to do and take care of your family. It is a very, very good process to learn. And that's what we're trying to teach you guys, how to use these work at home jobs to come up with your full-time income. Or if I have a job outside the home that I love, but I do a lot of work at home stuff. I do. Only because I love multiple streams of income and I love doing online work.
Yeah. So, now the next question was from Lisa.
Okay, Lisa.
I need at-home job here in Dallas, Texas.
Oh, Lisa, look in the group.
Yeah,
there are
plenty for Texas, plenty. So, and also look on the 2 Chicks with the Side Hustle Facebook page. Yes. Plenty of jobs for Texas.
And if you need, okay, and again, is that Lisa? Look in the group, Lisa. There are, especially this time of year, there are so many people hiring. You could probably take your pick and apply and get hired.
Multiple companies.
Yeah, at multiple companies. And go through the group. There are so many people who have responded. They have gotten hired at a residential program I'm just giving you a couple of quick ones. Residential program,
Issues and answers.
issues and answers,
Teledirect.
teledirect. I'm quit repeating after you.
A lot of them.
Yeah, so they're getting
Alorica, Apple, Teleconnect. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on.
So go ahead and start applying.
Yeah, browse the group first. Look on the Two Chicks page because different jobs are posted in different places.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is from Tabitha. Hi, Tabitha.
Hey, Tabitha.
Hello, my husband wants to know, are there any assembly jobs he likes working with his hands?
Oh, you said that last week. Remember those merchandise? What was that? I can't think of it.
Survey, merchandise, and task rate.
Yeah. So Tabitha, there are 2 companies that come to mind, and Carol's going to put them in the group. It's a company called TaskRabbit, where you do different types of tasks, and some of them involve working with your hands. And Survey Merchandiser, I don't know if you ever, well, if you go to the movies, you see those signs that are for movies that are coming up, their advertising and their signs. You put those together and take them back to the movie theater. And that I did one time, but I can't remember how much it paid. Yeah, but I don't remember how much it paid. But those are the only type of assembly positions that we know. We will be on the lookout if we can find anything. Usually those are few and far between. A lot of people don't do the work at home assembly jobs anymore, but those are 2 you can start with, look into and see.
Thank you, Carrie. Carrie said, appreciate what y'all are doing down there.
Oh, thank you, Carrie. Thank you. Any questions on YouTube? Any questions on YouTube? Oh, game tester.
There's one in the group.
Yeah.
I
I
can't
can't
think of the name of it. I think it's called Play Cloud.
look in the group, Rachel, for game testers. We see some of those. It was one about 6 months ago. Remember?
I can't remember that.
I can't remember the name of it, Rachel. But if we come across it again, Carol has one posted in the group now, but it's several. Well, we have heard of several, but I can't think of the one that was that we ran across a few months ago. But Carol has one posted in the group. So in YouTube, they were asking, someone on Facebook was asking if we knew any game tester positions. And it's one in the group on Kiss That Cubicle Goodbye. And those are positions where they want you to test different games that are coming out and things like that. So if you're interested in it, you can go over to our Kiss That Cubicle Goodbye group and apply.
Hello, Nikki. Hey, Nikki. Nikki had one. I am a field representative for the Census Bureau. Is there any specific similar type of jobs I can do? Not in the field.
Yeah, we don't.
Now, I know that a lot of companies hire for like the telephone interviewers or the survey positions, Nikki. We have several of those posted in the group where you're calling someone and it could be like a political question. It could have something to do with the neighborhood. It could be a survey question. You may want to try issues and answers is posted. Over the phone is good. Okay, issues and answers. And there's a lot of companies that I have posted that do the telephone interview. And the only one that I can think of off the top of my head is issues and answers. And I know they are hiring like on the spot type hiring, like day or two. And they pay $11 per hour. And I don't think you need a phone. I think you just need a headset for that one.
Okay. We have a question on YouTube. What's a rise? They're talking about what type of work do you. A rise is all customer service It is all customer service, and the customer service are doing will be for Fortune 500 companies. So they are companies that you would know. Some of them you probably know from seeing them around, or you probably have used some of these companies, and some of them you probably have not heard of, but they are customer service. All of their positions are customer service based. So you will be providing some type of customer service via phone or chat. It just depends what you sign up for. And Arise is the company, the umbrella company, and they have many different clients. So, and it's all customer service based. Okay.
Any more questions before we get into the good stuff?
Well, Dee said this is all new for her. Well, Dee, this is all new. Come on for the ride. We will help you get along, honey. Come on for the ride. You'll be an expert by the time we get done.
Okay. Right. She wanted to work with multiple.
Okay.
Yes, baby, that's the right attitude.
Yes.
The right attitude.
And we wanted to
streams of income.
And we also wanted to address something else. Again, guys, we do not work for all of these companies, so we won't know how long it will take for them to get back with you. Our answer, unless we know the company or unless somebody has come in and told us how long it took back, our normal answer is going to be, it is just like any other work, any job that you have applied for. It could take a day, it could take a week, it could take 2 weeks, and everybody's experience is different. Yeah. So it may take Carol 2 weeks to get hired somewhere, and it may take me 1 day. We don't know. We can just say they are hiring, and here is the information to apply. So we don't know, because again, everything is different for everyone. You may have some skills that just jump right out at them, and they'll call you the same day. Or they may just, sit on your application for 2 weeks and call you when they feel like it. So it is just based on that person. So, guys, again, you may want to pose that question in the group. And again, we'll say it's a different story for everybody. Because you'll find some people who got hired at Cambly got called back the next day, and some people who haven't heard back in months.
True.
So
and let me say this: everybody will not get hired. Everybody will not. I mean, that's just everybody will not. Everybody will not get hired, because there have been companies where Tangi has applied and she got hired, but they didn't want me. And vice versa. I have applied, got hired, they didn't want Tangi. So everybody, no matter what type of qualifications you have, everybody will not get hired.
Yep. So
everybody will not get hired.
Okay.
The job posted, Vanessa, that one is not worldwide. That one is only for the US. The issues and answers, if that's the one you're referring to, only for the US. That's what I think.
Can you go? Is it almost out?
No. Okay. You know what?
Yep. Okay. So, if there's no more questions, we can start with our top 10 part-time jobs. And this is our topic this week, because we had a lot of people asking about part-time work. And we know this is the season for part-time work. So let's see. Our first position for part-time work, and this position is also overnight. So if you are looking for something to do part-time, or if you're looking for something to do overnight, this position is for you. and it is a ESL company. We have talked about this company before, and it is called Cambly.
And Cambly, Vanessa, because I know you just asked the question, it is worldwide. Yeah, I gotta go back and find it.
So this position, you are teaching people how to speak English. And it is just conversational English. You really don't have to know how to teach. Basically, it is someone wants to talk to people who are either native English speakers or who know how to speak English. So if you know how to speak English and you live in another country and you want to work for Cambly, you're perfectly welcome. This is a worldwide position. It is not only for people in the US. There are people who work Cambly from all over the world. And they are hiring right now because they have acquired some new countries. So,
and Vanessa had a question. She said, which is a good question. Experience, do you have to have that or degree?
No.
No experience,
No.
no degree. So only thing I can suggest when you get ready to do the video is to say something like you have tutored children, you have babysat children. This is a good tip because that's what this job is about.
Yes.
Tutoring and talking to people overseas and teaching them English. So I would just suggest to everyone to put something about teaching, tutoring a child and adults, daycare, something on your application somewhere, either in the video, on your video, or on your application.
And once you get hired with Cambly, they have what they call Cambly Kids. And you can request to be on Cambly Kids, which will give you more opportunity to earn more money because the kids side pays more. And you can do both the kids and adult side if you would like, or you can do just the adult, or you can do just the kids. Carol just does just the kids. That's all she does. She just does the kids.
I only teach the kids. And then with the kids, I have regular students. So I know someone asked a question a couple of days ago. How do I like Cambly? Is it lucrative? How much money can I make? What are the hours? So the hours, they're open 24/7. You can either sign up, people can book you or not, or you can just log in and out without signing up. You don't have to sign up, but you can log in and out whenever you get ready. Or if you do sign up, you can sign up for priority hours. Even if you don't get a call, you will still get paid. Won't be the full amount, but you'll still get some type of money.
And Cambly pays 10 cents per, is it 10 cents? 17 cents per minute. So as long as you're on the call, they pay you 17 cents per minute.
If you're not had a question.
If you're not on the call, they don't pay you anything. Unless you sign up for the priority hours. And last week, Carol and I had this disagreement about the kids. Was it 25 or 30 minutes? She was right. It was 30 minutes. I taught a kid this morning, so it was 30 minutes. I worked Cambly, you guys. Can you believe it?
Yeah, I surely cannot. Okay, Kishana had a question. How long do you have to be with Cambly to teach the kids? Kishana, they sent me an invite to teach the kids, but some people have just started with Cambly maybe a month or two, and then they went to support and asked could they teach the children. Because when I first started Cambly, which was last year, they did not have the kids side. They just got the kids side, was it March, April? It was like this year, March or April of this year. So I had already been teaching maybe 4 or 5 months already. And so once they implemented the kids to the platform, then they started sending invites to different tutors.
Yeah.
And I just so happened I received the invite. But some people
I
actually went to support.
I
I think
did.
Tangy went to
I went to
support
support.
and just asked, could she teach kids? And they were okay with that.
Yeah. And you have to write a nice little spiel there to tell them that you taught kids and you're really interested and all that. But
and you heard that the next day.
And I heard back the next day. So I would say if you are working with Cambly, I would try. There's no harm in trying. All they can tell you is no.
Yes, right.
So, and then if they say no, you come back in a couple of more weeks. They may.
Oh, Kishana got hired last week.
Oh,
congratulations, Kishana.
Well, contact support. And
then reach out to support and ask, can you teach the children?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the kids, it is $6 per class.
And the classes are 30 minutes. So
they are 30 minutes.
2 classes in an hour, that's $12. Yeah.
YouTube, we're talking about Cambly. It is an ESL company, and it is a worldwide job. So Carol will post the link in the description box after the video, and you guys are free to apply. It depends on who you are and how long it'll take for them to respond. But it is a good egg to have in your basket because it is a 24/7 position, 365 days a year, and they pay weekly.
Now, Nikki had a question. Are there recording of the pronunciations, words? I'm asking because I'm from the Caribbean and say some words different from Americans.
Well, they have tutors from all
everywhere,
Nikki. From England,
UK,
South Africa.
Yes, and what's going to determine whether or not you're chosen is your video. Because you do have to do a video, just a video briefly about yourself, and then they'll look at it, and then they will determine whether or not they want to choose you as a tutor.
And Nikki, I wouldn't be worried about saying a few words different because people in England talk different than us. People in Africa talk different than us. Oh, work for Cambly. She said Cambly.
Yeah, for Cambly.
I don't know, Alan. I don't know if you have to be a certain age. I don't. Do you have to?
Maybe 18.
I don't know if that is even true. I've never looked at that before. So maybe we'll go in and we'll Alan will kind of look at that and see, and we'll post the answer to the question. But I'm not sure at this time. Do they have an age range? I would say 18.
I'm not sure either.
If I had to say an age, I would say 18.
And to Nikki, I would just apply because what they
just apply.
Yeah, to be because like you said, they have people from everywhere that work for Cambly. If I wanted to get on as a student, then I could get on as a student who I wanted to talk to. Yeah. And it could be somebody that lives in Thailand, but they can speak English.
Yes. So it's basically they choose the tutors.
Okay.
Apply, Ellen. Yeah, that would be good for you.
Just apply.
Yep. And it is a good egg to have in your basket. It really is. Yeah. And the weekly pay is very, very well. So, and they pay through PayPal. So they don't even have to have your bank account information. Basically, they just get your PayPal information and they pay you weekly through PayPal. Now, you do have to have over $20 in your account for them to pay you. For them to pay out. So just keep that in mind that if you want a payout for the week, the following Monday, you have to have at least $20 in your account. Okay. Did anyone have any questions about Cambly that we can answer?
Any more questions? it's a good one to have in your
Yes,
basket,
it really
guys,
is.
because there's no minimum hours that they require you to work. So if you want to take off for a week, a month, 2 months, 3 months, they probably will email you and say come back in sooner. But other than that, they're not gonna make you come back to work. So that's a good one to have in your basket.
And they are pretty lenient. They are pretty lenient. A lot of the people I think I talked to, and I worked Cambly this morning, and I hadn't worked in about 2 months. And I talked to this lady from China, and it was a really good conversation. And
the people I think are nice. Now you may every now and then you may run into somebody that's crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe, but other than that, I think it's a good egg to have.
Yeah, it is. It is a great egg, especially if you're needing quick money between, if you get paid every 2 weeks.
Hi, Princess. Welcome to our live.
And so if you are a person who gets paid on a bi-weekly pay scale and you need something to bridge the gap, Cambly would be a good
one to have.
Yeah. So guys, go apply for Cambly. They are fun to work for, and it is very interesting talking to people from different countries. It is very interesting.
And the questions,
and to learn about their life and what
they do for a living, how they live. Some of them will even show you. Like I have students. I teach the kids, so my kids, their parents will come on the screen and they will give me a tour of the house. So
it's really fun. It really is fun. I say that it gives you different insight from what you see on the news, and then you'll learn from them. I think we talk about topics that are going on in their country that have came on our news. A lot of times I'll bring stuff up and they'll tell me, oh, it's not true, it's not that, So it gives you a different view of that's going on instead of what you hear on the news. So I really like that. Hey, Princess, thank you for joining us. So Cambly, that is one of our part-time or overnight positions that you guys can do. You want to do the next one, Kira?
The next one is Liveops. Liveops is one of my favorites, and I have worked at Liveops like 3 times. I know 8. 3 times. Now you do with this one, you do have to pay for your own background check, and this one is independent contractor. They do have overnight. For those of you that asked the question about the overnight positions, Liveops is another company that you can work for overnight. You can pick and choose your own hours. And when I work for Liveops, I work for the direct response campaign. And it was a good campaign. I think I was making about maybe roughly around $300 every 2 weeks, because Liveops at that time paid every 2 weeks. I don't know. I think they still pay every 2 weeks now, direct deposit. But at that time, part-time for me, because I had a full-time day job and I worked at night, 5 till maybe 8 every day. And then on the weekends, I would work maybe till like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. But it's good part-time, overnight pay. It's the same thing with Cambly. You set the tone. You work when you want to work. Now, some of their clients do have a minimum of maybe 10 to 15 hours per week. But once you get past the minimum, if you want to work more, that's fine. But if you don't want to work for that particular client, then don't choose that client. Yeah. But they have different clients on the portal, so you can choose which one you want to work for. And I think you can work for more than one client at one time if you want to. Because I think I had back then 3 clients. Yeah.
And guys, just as a FYI, if you do have problems with your background, number 1, don't apply for Liveops.
No, please.
Because they charge you for your background check, and it is, I think, $65 you have to pay.
Yeah, I think.
Now, although you do make your investment back, you do make that back pretty quickly. If you fail, then you don't get to make anything back. So if you have discrepancies on your background or discrepancies even on your credit, then I would not apply for Liveops until you get those things taken care of. So if you are looking for any jobs that don't require a background check, check out our video from last week, our felony friendly positions or positions that don't require a background check. Please check that video out. But again, just as an FYI, a tip to help you guys not waste your money, if you have discrepancies on your background or if you have bad credit, don't apply for Liveops.
Princess asks, what equipment is necessary? Now, for Liveops, Princess, you will need a computer, high-speed internet, and you will need a home phone.
Mm-hmm. And with most of the positions, Princess, you do require some type of high-speed internet, a home phone, and a computer, be it a laptop or a desktop. We try to tell you to stay away from the all-in-one computers because most of them are not compatible with the systems that some of the people who, like Alorica or a Liveops, they don't allow all-in-one. Cambly does.
Most of them don't.
Mm-hmm.
But Cambly is okay.
Yeah, Cambly is okay. But a lot of positions, a lot of these positions don't allow you to have those all-in-one computers. So I say don't invest in those. Invest in you a cheap desktop computer or a laptop computer and start working. And once you get to working, you can upgrade.
Yeah.
Start off with something cheap. You don't have to go out and buy a $500-$600 computer to start working. You can go to your local pawn shop. You can go to Walmart site, get a refurbished computer, Amazon, get a refurbished computer, and they work fine. You don't have to go into debt to try to work from home. You can get a cheap computer and start working.
Okay, Alan had a question. What do that job consist of? Liveops, you are taking orders. Mm-hmm. Now, the company under Liveops that I worked for was Direct Response. Direct Response is the TV commercial. Mm-hmm. What you see on the infomercial that they play usually around maybe in the evening, late evening, early in the morning, overnight. Those are the calls that I was taking for Liveops. But Liveops has several different clients, mm-hmm. so you have to go on their website and then you just pick and choose the one you want to apply for.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see, there was another question. Thank you, Serena. Serena said you ladies are absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for this info.
Thank you, Serena.
Thank you, Serena. We do it for you guys. Tabitha said they still do. I'm doing certification.
Oh,
they're all state program. Okay, congratulations on getting hired, Tabitha.
All right, Tabitha. Okay, guys, we just found out one of the clients that Liveops have. We don't work for them, so we can say thank you, Tabitha. It's Allstate. So if you guys are looking for any insurance, I remember they had them a long time ago. They did. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And they used to have AT&T. Okay.
So I have not seen them.
Okay.
I know they got a Victoria's Secret too.
Okay.
They just acquired them.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So they have all kinds of clients, Liveops, and you will pick the client. Is it they pick or they tell? You pick.
No, you can pick.
You pick the client that you want. So that's the good thing about some of these companies, guys. You can actually pick what client you want to work for. So you don't have to say, they don't say, oh, we'll just give you a client. Some of them, you can pick who you work for. So I think that is cool because I may not want to work for Victoria's Secret. I may want to work for Allstate, or someone may want to work for Allstate and not Victoria's Secret. So that's a good one. That's a good one.
Kishana said, do they do a credit check? I believe they do.
Yes, they do. And it's a mixture of the background check and the credit check. I don't think it's a hard credit check, Kishana, but I do know they do some type of credit check. What they are looking for in the credit check, I don't know. I think it's bankruptcies, liens.
Yeah, I think so.
Bankruptcies, liens, things like that. I don't think if you have bills behind they really don't care about that. But I
Collection
think,
or something.
yeah, I don't think they care about it. But I think liens, bankruptcies, they do care about.
Yeah.
The thing is, and I'll just explain to you guys the reason they do these background checks and credit checks, because you will be dealing with people's information, credit cards, social security. You will be dealing with their,
and they have to do that.
And they have to do that. So they won't want someone who's been convicted of fraud or identity theft to work for them, because you know, you're gonna they have to watch and see if you're gonna take anyone's information. So those are the reasons that they do the background checks. Now the credit check, I'm not sure, but I think that's just Liveops rules. I don't even know of anyone else who does a credit type check. I think Liveops is the only one that does it.
Now Tabitha says that Liveops does get paid on the 1st and the 15th. So that's good to know. Thank you, Tabitha, for that information.
And guys, we had someone on our Facebook group said Liveops pay dates are the 1st and the 15th. So that's good to know. So if you want to jot that down or you want to make a mental note of it, if you are going to apply for Liveops, they get paid on the 1st and the 15th of each month.
Serena had a question about Cambly. For Cambly, will a tablet do?
I work from my iPad.
Okay. I've never worked from no tablet for Cambly.
I have worked from my iPad. Now, I'm not sure if any other type of tablet. I've never tried on anything else. But I didn't do it from the Cambly app. I actually took the web browser, went to Cambly.com and logged in that way. Can you teach from the Cambly app? I'm not sure, but I taught from the actual web login. So,
Princess had a question. Princess said, have you ladies ever worked for Apple? No, Princess.
No.
My friend has, and she loved Apple. She works through Kelly Connect. Now, I'm hearing that another company has the Apple client as well, several other companies, but she worked through Kelly Connect for Apple. Yes, she loved Apple. There's a lot of people in the group. I have that one posted, and if you want to, after the video, check it out. A lot of people in the group work for Apple, and they seem to like Apple.
Yeah, especially the chat where there's no phone conversation. That is a preference of a lot of people, that they don't be on the phones. I don't know if you guys on YouTube heard Kira. We're talking about Apple
and Apple Chat.
And Apple Chat. So we have a company called Kelly Connect that hires Apple for Apple to do their chat and their phone tech support. So it's like a technical support job. And we have had several people get hired in the past few weeks. And Carol has a friend that actually worked for Kelly Connect and for Apple. And she loved it. I remember.
She worked for them twice.
Oh, okay. So guys, if you're tech savvy, but it is a schedule though. So let's say that it is a schedule. So. And do we have any?
Kishona, you had another question about the training. Is it paid for Liveops? No. And you do not have to pay for any type of certification. Once you pay for the background check, that's it. Yeah. Nothing else. Nothing else.
So, okay, guys, that was 2. And our third one is Alorica. And if you guys ever heard of West at Home, or was it West to Work from Home? Was that?
West at Home.
Yeah, West at Home. It was West at Home, West Work from Home. It is the same company. This is the company that Carol and I started with, and they have been around for a while. They've just changed their name, and I think they've actually acquired a brick and mortar. I don't know where it's at, but you can work for them at a brick and mortar. But they have a work from home division, and this is who we started with. They just changed their name to Alorica, and you are an employee. When Carol and I started, you were not an employee, you were a 1099 independent contractor, which I like much better.
And it's a good beginner friendly.
Yes.
So if you are new to the work at home on YouTube or on Facebook, Alorica or Alorica, whatever you guys want to call them, they are a good beginner friendly company to work for. This was my first work from home job in Tangies as well. And we made some good money.
Yes. They have
We
also
made some good money.
Yeah.
We did part-time.
Yeah.
Part-time hours.
Part-time. Well,
And we worked for the direct response client, but now they have so many different clients now. And with this one, it's similar to Liveops. You can pick the client that you want to apply for. So if you go on their page and you look at the careers or jobs, you can actually pick and choose the client that you want to work for. And actually, remember, I did an application because I wanted to see. I did an application with them again recently, and they have been emailing me like crazy, wanting me to work for the client. Everybody knows this client, HSN. And so they do have that client.
Yeah, and they've had them for a long time.
For a long time.
And they also have Shop NBC. We worked for them. Remember? I think so.
Okay.
I think
nobody say it.
I think they, well, if they don't, I'm sorry. But they had Shop NBC.
them.
And that was our first client. Besides, it was Shop NBC.
Yes.
That was our first client, and I love Shop NBC. And they had a cell phone client that I did and made very good money.
Yeah, we made very good money.
Very good money.
Alorica, because I think I used to make like $1,200 a month, and
yes,
that was part-time. Very part-time.
Yes.
Around this time of the year is when we start making that money.
Yes.
This time of the year. So for those of you that are looking for part-time work, now is the time to apply for Alorica, because I think they have about 4 or 5 clients on their portal right now. So apply.
And they are a good company.
Yeah,
they are very beginner friendly. They have people that will help you. Okay. They have people that will help you and guide you along the process, and they are beginner friendly. So I like Alorica. I like them because they're the first where we started from. And they are 24/7. They have 24/7 clients, which is why I like them. So the Shop NBC, if they have them, the HSN, the direct response, they're 24/7 clients. So Carol and I used to get up at 1 o'clock in the morning, and we would call each other and be like, "Okay, I'm getting on now. You getting on? Yeah, I'm getting on."
And we had a day job. We had a day job then because we was working at the same place.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it helped us. So and we started around this time. So you guys, I would encourage you to apply for.
No, Alan, you cannot do this from your phone. It has to be on a computer.
Yeah.
Most of the jobs that we're talking about today are all computer jobs, except for maybe one.
Yeah.
Yep, except for one.
Yeah.
But these have to be done on a computer.
Yeah.
These are computer jobs.
And not to say that you have to be in, like, if you have a laptop and you have a connection and you're not at home and you want to work, we're not saying you have to be at home to do them, but as long as you have a quiet background, a decent internet connection in your computer, it could be laptop, desktop, it doesn't matter.
You would need a house phone.
Yeah.
On your cell phone.
Yeah.
You have to take the call because they're going to route the calls through their phone system to your house phone. So you would need a house phone.
Yeah, sorry, Alan. You will need a house phone. And you guys remember, when you are getting those house phones to these jobs, you don't need any features on them. You have to, no call waiting.
No call forwarding.
No call forwarding. Nothing.
Just a basic phone.
And if you do have those features, please talk to your provider and ask them how to disable them.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll be right back, you guys. Carol, you're going to do the next one.
So the next company is Nexrep. And Nexrep is similar to Alorica and Liveops because Nexrep is basically the same. Nexrep also has the direct response client where you're taking orders from the phone, and they also have nighttime hours, and they are part-time as well. Nexrep, I believe they do have a minimum, maybe 15, 20 hours per week, but I'm not sure, but I know they do offer part-time hours. They do have different clients as well, similar to Liveops and Alorica, where you can pick and choose the client that you guys want to apply for. So Nexrep is a good company to work for. I think Nexrep gives bonuses too, if I'm not mistaken. I think they offer bonuses of some sort. Nexrep never hired me. I don't know why, but they always deny my application. Some people can get in and some can't. So if you do decide to apply to Nexrep and you do not get hired, please don't feel discouraged because you wouldn't hire me either.
Yes, guys. And if you don't get hired at any of these companies, please, please, please do not get discouraged. These are like any other positions. You're not going to get a call back from everybody.
Everybody, true.
I don't get hired at anything. I got denied by Fancy Hands a couple of days ago.
You just was trying it out.
Yeah, and
I haven't even tried because they have denied me so many times. I don't know what they're looking for.
So, and again, guys, our trick to that is if they deny you, get another email and apply again. Hey, if you got to do it 10 times, get another email and apply again. They will eventually contact you. Just be a bugaboo.
Princess says, can you make good money or clients full time?
Yes. Yes. Oh, yes.
Yes.
You can. You can.
We worked Alorica part time, and we was making anywhere from like $1,000 to $1,200 a month.
I worked out. It was West at Home then full time doing the cell phone client, and this was back in about 2007, 8,
something like that.
And I worked full time, and I think I made about $2,000 a month, maybe more than that, working for the cell phone client. That was making good money.
Yeah, you making good money.
Yeah, and that was
full time.
That was full time, and it wasn't really a 40-hour full time. Mm-hmm. I'll say maybe a 35 to 30 to 35 full time. And I left I got fired from my job, and that's what I was doing full time. So it was very, very lucrative for me. And Princess, you can make a full time living off of the jobs we post.
Yes.
And we give you tips and tricks on how to use these positions to create you multiple streams of income and also to help you reach your financial goals.
Mm-hmm. So some of the clients, they don't have a minimum, like Cambly does not have a minimum. So you could have Cambly on the side, and you could have a texting job on the side, and then you could be working Liveops and Alorica or Liveops and Nexrep. Mm-hmm. That's totally up to you, Princess.
Yeah. And you, like we tell people, will work at home, you make the decision on what you want to do. Even if you just work a full-time job outside of the home and you're looking for part-time or side hustle. You can do a part-time customer service job. You can don't cry, girl. You're gonna make us cry out here. You can work a part-time if you work full-time outside the home, get you that part-time customer service job. Do that mystery shopping on the weekend. It's things you can do to, like me and Carol said, piece the money together. You don't have to get all your money from one source. I think that's a lot of our misconception is that we need all of our money from one source. And that is probably the total opposite of what we need to think, because what if one source goes down? Then you're scrambling trying to find another source. Well, if you have 3 or 4 sources, if your main source goes down, well, you may not be able to make what you were making at your main source, but you'll still have something coming in. So multiple streams of income is very important. You know, I think that we are taught to work, or try to own a business, but we're not seeing that sometimes our business may not be doing well and we have to pick up something else. So just make sure that you take these companies that we are giving you and treat them as what we call eggs in the basket.
Yes.
You don't have to work them all the time. You're not a lot of, even with I think the direct response on Alorica, I think our requirement at that time was 10 to 15 an hour. And it wasn't much. So we may work 2 hours here, 3 hours here, 2 here, 3 there. And on days where we wanted to work more, we could. So it is all about how you can make it fit into your life, because all of our situations are different. Yeah. So, what, like we said, what works for Carol may not work for me. What works for me may not work for Carol. Sure. Mm-hmm.
Now, Nikki says, phew, I'm going to need more time management skills. Hi, Kimberly.
Nikki, I think you will get it figured out once you get to working and things like that. You will get it figured out. You will figure out what job works for you, and that's why we tell you guys to apply. You may not like Alorica. It may not work for you. Mm-hmm. So apply to something else. That way you can pick and choose, or you can figure out what works for you, because everything doesn't work for everybody.
True.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Our next company is Appen. I call it Appen. And Appen they hire online social media evaluators.
They have so many positions.
And that is one of them. I'm not sure.
It is non-phone work, though.
It is non-phone work. And they require you to work maybe,
I think it's 20 hours a week with them. But it's non-phone work. And I think you can choose your own schedule.
Yes, and the website evaluator. That was another one.
Website evaluator.
And these positions are very, very flexible. You can set your own hours. You can do them whenever you like. That is, set your own hours. And they, I don't know what they pay.
Non-phone work.
Non-phone work.
So if you have children, running around and you know that you cannot do a phone job, Appen is a good one to have in your basket.
Yeah.
Non-phone work.
And it is project based.
It is. But I think if the project runs out, I think they'll be good.
Yeah. So if you are looking for project type work, meaning, once the project is over, then you can sign up for another project, or they will roll you over to another project. So Appen is a good one for people who are looking for non-phone work and who want to just do something part-time. I think they are a good one. I think they are. Yeah. And they are always hiring. So, yeah. And they hire in different countries also. I forgot that.
They do.
They hire in different countries. So if you're not in the USA, or if you're not based in the USA, Appen does hire outside of the United States. So, yes. And again, on YouTube, we will post these positions in the description box below once we get done with the live video.
But a lot of people like Appen.
Yeah.
Appen is non-phone, number one. And then number two, you can set your own schedule.
Okay.
So it works out fine for a lot of people.
So, yeah. And Carol, our next one?
Next one is Lionbridge. And Lionbridge is similar to Appen. Same thing. I think it's 20 hours a week. Non-phone work, you pick and choose your own schedule, and they do hire for different positions as well.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing.
It's just a different company.
Yeah, that's it. But they have the same thing.
Yep, but it is the same type of job. I need to apply for it.
And I heard that the pay is pretty good for Appen and Lionbridge. I'm hearing somewhere around $13, $14, $15 per hour. So just think, if you're working part-time, 20 hours a week
Mhm.
at $15 or $13 or $14. That's some good money. That's some good money a month.
Yep. If you are looking for part-time work, then that is a good one to have in your basket. And it, like Carol said, if you do good on one program, they will 9 times out of 10 move you to another program.
Yes. Yep. So that's a good one to have in your basket.
And it is 24/7. You make your own schedule. And again, it is project based.
Nikki, I just posted the link. Can you see the links okay? Lime Bridge, yes. Thank you, Rita.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do we have any questions on YouTube about any of the positions?
No questions. No comments.
Okay. Well, we'll continue to go. Our next job, it's really not a job, it's what we have already talked about, is the texting. And I guess
some people may have missed it.
Okay. So what we're talking about when we say texting, if you just joined us, is adult-oriented chat. So if you do not want to do adult-oriented chat, and this is chat that is done from the computer, you will not show your face in any type of way. You will not use your voice. You will not use any of your information. You will be playing a character. So if you are interested in adult-oriented chat, the texting is a good one. And it is 24/7, 365 days a year. So if you are interested in that, that is a good egg to have in your basket.
And some of the companies pay weekly, some pay monthly.
And basically, we were talking earlier, you determine your hourly rate. Because they pay per message, you can determine how many messages you type an hour. So some weeks you may type 60 messages per hour. Sometimes you may not. It just totally depends on you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Stephanie had a question. When you say project-based for Appen and Library, Stephanie, I have a lot of those posted in the group. They have different projects. That's what we mean by project-based.
So I think she won. So project-based means they hire you for a certain project. So if they hired me for an online evaluator, I will work until that project for the online evaluator is done. But if they say, well, we have another project we want you to work on, then they'll move you to the other project. But if there's not, then when that project is over, then I am done working for them. So by project-based means the company has a project they want you to work on, and once the project's done, either they'll roll you over to another project, or then your assignment will be ended.
And I have different projects.
Mm-hmm. And they always have for Appen.
They always are hiring
Appen
and Library.
They send me emails
all the time,
every week. Either one of them or both of the companies send me an invitation for something every week. And you don't have to take the projects.
Yeah.
Just get on the mailing list and the email list, and then you will be on the list to be able to see what positions they have available. And I think after you apply, they do put you on the list. I think that's what they do.
Yep, they do. Well, just keep on emailing me.
Yeah. So again, the texting companies are pretty lucrative. Carol has posted a number of them in the to Kiss That Cubicle Goodbye, and we have talked about them before. So if you guys want to know about the texting positions, just go to our YouTube video. It is entitled Non-Traditional Chat Jobs. So, and if you're not our subscriber on YouTube, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please. Okay.
Next company is Live World.
Carol will talk about that.
Live World is non-phone work. For those of you that are looking for part-time, overnight, weekend shifts, this may be the position for you. Live World, part-time, they are looking for customer care agents. You will be responsible for reviewing, taking action in their social media accounts. It says here, I'm looking on their homepage under the careers, what you must have: written communication skills, including grammar, punctuation, spelling, ability to focus on the task at hand, ability to work for a block of several hours at a time, must be dependable, 18 years of age, experience using computer with knowledge of chat and email and instant messaging programs. So this is a non-phone work position and only for the U.S. residents. But it sounds like a good position.
Yep, and it's overnight.
It's overnight, part-time. I don't know the pay. It does not state the pay on here, but I'm thinking maybe 9-10 per hour. Could be more, could be less.
Probably some more. Motherfucker have a lot of stuff you need. A healthcare background. So they probably
But yeah, I'll leave the link for this one as well. You guys can check this one out. It says that the hours are flexible. So this one may be a good one to check out.
So if you're interested in Live World, we will post the description in that position in the description box on YouTube.
Yeah.
Rev, and our next position is Rev.com.
Which Rev I posted today in the group.
And Rev is the transcription.
Yes.
So Rev is a transcription position. I think they do the TV. What is that? The TV.
The caption.
The closed caption.
Closed caption. Okay.
They do.
I think they got two different positions.
Okay. Okay. So this is they're hiring for transcription, but they do have the closed caption position. They would never hire me.
They would never hire me either.
I don't
for
think
some
I type
reason.
fast enough, but
I think I messed up on the test. You do have to take a test.
yeah.
And it's like 3 steps with them in order to get hired. It was something I did. I don't think I completed the steps. I think that may have been what it was. I don't remember.
But
it's just 3 steps. Flexible schedule, so you can work as little or as much as you want, whenever you want. They have a lot of jobs, they say, to choose from. And this is what everybody loves: weekly pay via PayPal.
Yeah. So yeah. So they're either hiring for a captioner or a transcriptionist.
Yep.
So that is it. And our last position we have is another tutoring position. It is not ESL, but you can, if you have experience in tutoring any subject, you can join studypool.com. And they call it micro tutoring or tutoring on demand. And you set your own price of how much you will charge for the tutoring. So you can choose anywhere from $1 all the way to $25. And basically, if people have posted questions, and you can go in and answer them. So that is a good one. And they cover all types of subjects from accounting, some computer programming. Scroll right down. All the way down. Business, computer science, writing, management, mathematics, algebra,
accounting, psychology, algebra, English,
history,
health and medical, business. So they got a lot of subjects.
Yeah. So you guys, you will go on and put yourself as a tutor, and you can start tutoring as early as today, I think. But I think it's some qualification things you have to go through. But other than that, they will contact you, or people will go and look at your profile. Kind of similar.
Nikki says she most definitely won't get hired based on her questions in her. Yes, she will, Nikki. We have faith in you. Sure, Kristen. If you want to make it shareable, yes.
Yes, because we don't know how to do it. I don't know how. Share. Yeah, tell a friend.
That's our motto. Tell a friend. Invite some people to the group.
So if you guys, and again, guys, we are here to kind of guide you through this work at home journey. Carol and I, as we said before, have been doing this for a long time. And we just enjoy helping people. We enjoy helping people get hired, and when they reach that place where they have a position and they are trying to, get another, position, then, we are here to help. We are here to basically help you get started if you want to work from home. So I guess we'll open it back up for questions. We have a few more.
Questions.
Does anybody have any questions about anything we went over today?
Or just in general?
Yes, you will be able to catch it, Tara. We will leave it up. We have so many videos that we have done. You can browse through them, and we'll leave it up for until next week. So guys, if you are looking for the first time and you would like to share our video, please do. And please, if you share the video, if you share the information, please share the video.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you share the information, please share the video. And we don't mind people sharing our information or our video, but can you please have the people you share either join our group or subscribe to our channel so they will not miss anything we have said, or they won't be misguided. So, any questions or anything?
Which one did the adult? Which one did the adult?
Oh, okay. Nikki, I would go on, search the group for texting, and you can find all of the texting positions on that one post, and you can apply from there.
Yes.
So guys, yeah. I've already said. Okay. Well, Tara, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for subscribing to our channel.
Thank you.
We really appreciate that. We really do.
Any more questions, Facebook?
Oh, thank you, Christian. Thank you. We are trying to get as many people working from home as we can. We have been doing this over 10 years. And what we have found is a lot of people aren't willing to share a lot of information.
Thank you, Nikki, and you are welcome.
And so we just decided, well, Carol wanted to do this about 2 years ago. And I kept telling her, no, I just didn't want to be on camera. But hey, Jody.
Hey, Jody.
But sometimes, word of mouth isn't always good when getting the information out there. So this is where we can get it out to the masses. And you guys can have one collective place to come get information or ask questions, because we can give you the information. We can just give you the information, but what do you do with it after that? What do you do? So we try to come and give you these tips and tricks that have worked for us. We're not going to say that they are ironclad and they will work for everyone, but they have worked for us.
Thank you, Jody.
They have worked for us, and we have put them into. We have done them, and we just want to come on and help people who, number one, don't know about the work from home, and number two, are looking for something extra they can do to support their family, because there are all kinds of situations out here that people need some type of help. Yeah. And even though we can't help you guys monetarily, this information can give you some of that monetary supplement somebody's income. It supplements mine. So Tara, I'm looking forward to know. Oh, okay. Yes, each one teach one. That is what Carol and I believe in. Each one teach one. When Carol and I first started, it was not a lot of people willing to share information. We kind of had to push our way through, find it on our own. The information that the person who gave me West at Home, that's all they knew. They couldn't tell me what it was. They could tell me what it was and that it was work from home, but they couldn't tell me about it, and they couldn't give me any insight. So that is our mission for you guys, to give you a little bit of insight. We're not saying we know everything, because we couldn't possibly know everything, but we are willing to share what we know with you guys, so you won't go into it blind. And we went into it blind, but we're willing to help each other, help you guys. And if you learn something that we don't know, please share, because we are still open to learning, because we don't know everything.
True.
Yep.
Jody said, looking for night work. Jody, that was our topic
today. Yeah, so go back and watch the video. We gave a lot of positions.
Yeah, we did. We gave over
10.
Yeah, we gave 10 jobs.
And we usually
night work,
5.
Part-time. Yeah. Part-time, night, overnight, in the night.
That's how we started, Jody. We started part-time at night.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Don, yeah. You are so welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Yeah, we started. And guys, if you're not ready to take a full-time work at home journey, start part-time. That's where Carol and I started. Yes. We were part-time. We do use Twitter. Carol have to tell you about that, Tara. And I'll let her tell you in a minute, because she does all the social media stuff. Mostly, I'm just, I don't know. I'm not that social media savvy. Facebook, I'm good at. The rest of it, I don't know. But she has created us.
Yeah, we do have
Twitter and Instagram
and Periscope.
We're just not like
They're new. We did. Maybe we'll get on.
Okay, we're gonna get Periscope going, you guys. It's only
it's
two.
A lot.
Yeah, and it's only 2 of us, and we just try to make sure we have good information to give you guys every week. Okay, yeah, but we are on Twitter. I think it's 2 Chicks with a Side.
Yeah,
mm-hmm. And I think so. Yeah.
Our group.
Yeah, so everything is 2 Chicks with a Side Hustle, except for our group on Facebook, and it's Kiss That Cubicle Goodbye. Mm-hmm. So you can join those groups there. We would love to have you and share with a friend. But like I was saying, guys, if you're not ready to take that big plunge to work from home full time, start off part time. Get your feet wet. Determine what companies work for you. And then when you're ready to take that plunge, then you can. I was forced to take the plunge. Carol,
I was forced. Remember, the company left and went over.
Oh, thank you, Tara. Yes, so I was forced to take the plunge, and I'm not ashamed to say I got fired from the company Carol and I was working with, and so I was forced to work at home full time. But I ended up making more than what I was doing going to a job every day.
Mhm.
So it was something for me to think about, or, I had thought about it. I think Carol and I had pondered on it before I got fired to say, we maybe need to do this full time and things like that. And, I think I had graduated by that time and I was scared to quit. And, and so because that was my job, I needed that job. But in hindsight, I look at it, I really didn't need it. I was just comfortable with it. And I was comfortable. Yes, I was at least to continue my journey, Tara. And I was comfortable with that. But they did something to break my comfortability. So I was forced. And I think that was the best thing that happened to me, because that started things going in motion for me to where I am now. So I appreciate them for letting me go, and it is what it is.
Right.
Yeah. So I appreciate them, and Carol stayed on a long time after
I think 5 years, and then they ended everybody. Well, we really went on contract, but they ended the position. They took the jobs and they went overseas, and then that's when I went to the house and I said, okay, it's time for me to work from home full time. So I have been at home since 2011 full time, and I have not gone back into anybody's brick and mortar, and I don't plan on going back.
Yeah, she does not. And we often tease her. I think your sister and some other used to offer her jobs and like, no. So
they still do, but I'm like, no, this is where I belong. I belong at home. So that's where I am full time at home.
Yep. So for you guys who think that it is impossible to work from home full time, we have a
proof. I am proof that
you
can work from home full time and still pay all of your bills and have extra money.
Yes, and you can still buy that house. You can still live comfortably. You can still do all the things you were doing or at your brick and mortar job from the house. Yeah, because it is still all possible.
It's the same, really.
Yeah, it's the same. And it's actually more money. Yeah, that's what I said. It's saving you money because you don't have to get up and go buy clothes. And, I think my little joke is I work in my robe and scarf every morning. And that's my part-time job,
That's a little joke.
Oh, okay. Yep. Well, Tara, let us know. She said she has a few people who need to transition to work from home.
Oh, okay.
Invite them to our group. And we give you tips and tricks on how you can do that transition, on how you can start part-time. Start with the beginner-friendly companies because they will give you the best insight of how it is working from home, and they will take you slowly. So, I don't suggest that you start off with a rev.com or a
I suggest
Live World.
Alorica or Liveops or Nexrep. It's a lot of them.
Yeah, and guys, customer service is a lot of the work from home positions that are offered, but then there's more. So, stay tuned. We have all types of jobs that we post, and we are steadily growing our group, and we thank you guys for joining us. We're steadily growing our YouTube channel, and we are trying to get people in the mindset of working from home. And it's not hard to do.
Not at all.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, great. Tara, thank you so much. And again, if you have not joined our Facebook group, please do. We are at Kiss That Cubicle Goodbye. And on our Facebook group, it is a closed group. So you do have to request access, or you can go like our Facebook page at Two Chicks with a Side Hustle. That's us.
Now, Vanessa says she works for Fiverr, but sometimes it's slow.
Yeah, Fiverr, because Vanessa, you are basically selling yourself on Fiverr and selling your skills. So Fiverr has its slow points, but it is a good way to make a side hustle selling your skills and selling the things that you are good at.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rita.
It's a good egg to have in your basket.
Yeah. And again, guys, thank you. Thank you. You guys don't know how much it means to us to know that we are helping you guys. We really appreciate it. We really do. We really do.
Thank you guys for all the love and the good positive feedback and the support. We appreciate that.
Because we have been, Carol has been wanting to do this for a couple of years now, and I didn't think it was any. I'm a skeptic. I am a real skeptic. I am.
But Tangy didn't think that people were going to first like us, listen to us, just like the number 2.
Yeah.
So she was just like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But I talked her into it, and look where we are. We are
over 5,000.
Over 5,000 people are in our group now, and it's growing.
Yeah, and we have gotten over 200 people jobs. I know, over 200 people. And guys, you don't know how much that means to us to hear that people are getting hired because of us. Yeah. So, and it is not because of us. It's just because of the information we put out there. And thank you again. Thank you. We will not be at this position where we are if it wasn't for you guys.
She said, I'm glad you listened.
It was a struggle getting me here, child. It was a struggle. I am not a...
you're welcome, Joey.
I'm not a camper.
Joey said we are some job warriors.
Yes.
Hot, hooray.
Yeah. And guys, tell a friend. Because if you find this information useful, I am sure they will find the information useful. And we are live every Sunday. We don't have a time that we go live. It's just we try. Oh, thank you, Tara. She says she loves our energy. Thank you. We've been doing this back and forth a long time. We have. So we have. I think we have developed our own energy between each other. I think. Yeah. But Carol and I have been doing this a long time. I sit back and often think about how long we have been doing it, and I can't, grab my head that we have been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, over 10 years.
Yeah, over 10 years.
We started in 2007.
Yes.
So it's
around this time.
Around this time, 2007.
Yeah. And it was funny because I didn't know Carol from a can of paint. We worked together, but we really didn't talk.
You just approached me one day. And I was like, "Are you looking to work from home?" I was listening like, "Yeah, maybe. What you got?" And she told me about West, and I went home. I applied, and I got hired.
And she came back and told me, she was like, "I was like, okay, well, I got the test." And I think it started from there. Yeah. And we have done a lot of things as a collective, a lot of time. Yeah.
We worked a lot of companies.
Yeah. We do a lot together. I think Carol does a little more. Carol's a little more adventurous than I am. I'm a skeptic, but she'll come to me with ideas, and I'm like, Carol, I just can't do that. I'm not gonna be able to do that. And she's like, "Well, I got paid." I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm doing it now. So she is she will put herself out there, and I'm just not that kind of person. But she helps me be that kind of person, so it's good for me. I was always the person who didn't want to do anything, but anyway. But guys, how long were we going to go? I think we're on 138.
Oh, so we've been on here for a while.
Yeah. Well, guys, and we go live on Wednesdays just to do a midweek checkup to see if you guys have any questions about the jobs we've posted for the week. So we will be live again on Wednesday. And we don't do, we never know how long we're going to be because we talk a lot. So we never know how long we're going to be. I am a chatter. I'm a chatter woman. as you can tell, I am the chatter. I am the chatter. So, if you guys know of anyone who is looking for a work at home position, invite them to our group, invite them to our YouTube page. And if you guys get a position or get an interview, please let us know, because that is the way we determine if the information we are giving is good. So please, 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 if you get a position or if you have an interview, come let us know or post it in the group. And we have had a lot of people sharing their experiences, either of the interviews, that they got hired. So if you have a question and you want to know, if you get an interview and you want to know what the interview is like, post it in the group, because we have a great group of people who will help you determine.
Answer questions.
Yeah. So it's all about helping each other. So if as a collective we help each other, we can reach our goal.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah.
Each one teach one.
Yeah. And it's enough money out here for everybody.
Made.
Yes, for
this
everybody.
Right here. Y'all don't know previous videos. I got a lot of jobs. I just can't post them all because it's just me, and I do work as well, but I have a lot of jobs.
Yes.
So it's enough money to go around for everybody.
Yes, she is.
Any and everybody.
And y'all thank Carol, because she spends her time researching these jobs, making sure they are not scams. So please know that any jobs that you get from us, please know that we have vetted these jobs and they are not scams. I think I was telling Carol, people will fall quicker for a scam
than they real for the
real information.
Yeah.
So for you guys, I'll just give you a scenario. Someone posted in a group I was in, make $25.50 doing data entry for Amazon.
Why? How many comments was on the post? 200.
Why would Amazon need you to do data entry?
And pay that much money?
$25. You guys know that is a scam. We have a couple of questions on YouTube. So Tara asked, how do you get equipment? So we are going to do a video in the next couple of weeks on how you can get a free computer. We're going to do that in a couple of weeks.
Now we do have some jobs in the group where the companies offer the equipment, and we do have some posted on YouTube as well. So if you guys do not have a computer, but you want to work from home, you do have a home phone and the internet service, but all you need is a computer, we do have companies posted in our group, Kiss That Cubicle on Facebook, and also some are posted on our Two Chicks page on Facebook and also on YouTube.
So there are companies that will send you the equipment, and Tara and Ida, we don't have a list of equipment, but this is what I will tell you. I will give you a hint. If you are looking for just a computer to start working, go on either Amazon or Walmart, and in the search box, type in refurbished computers. These are computers that businesses have used that they they sell to second market companies to buy, for consumers to buy. These computers have been used, but they have been checked out to make sure they are okay to use. These computers range anywhere from $80 to $150. I would advise you to do that rather than going out and get a $500 or $600 computer, because that way, if you are willing to invest in a computer, you won't have to invest that much money. You can invest some, and then the money you make from the job, you can recoup the money that you have paid out more. Headset, It just depends on what type of headset the job requires.
Yeah.
If the job requires a USB headset, I recommend a Logitech.
I have a Logitech. Some people like the Plantronics.
Yeah.
I have Logitech.
I have Logitech.
And it was cheap. I think
Yeah.
mine was like $20. Amazon, $20.
Yes. And they have a wireless version in which I have the wireless version, and I think it was $32. If you're not wanting to invest a lot, I would not suggest Plantronics because Plantronics get up to 60, 70. So if you are looking for something just to get started, I would suggest the Logitech headset, and it is just a standard USB headset. You just plug it into the computer. Now, if they are requiring you to have a home phone, I used my cordless phone, and I purchased a headset with that 3.5 end on it, kind of like you just plug into a CD player or Remember that? But you had a phone.
No, I used the Plantronics phone.
Yeah.
And the Plantronics phone is expensive, so it's kind of on the $70, $80 side. But it is a headset phone.
Yeah.
It's an actual house phone. That was the phone that I purchased. But I waited until, I used the little cheap phone at first.
Yeah.
And then when my check came, then I was able to upgrade to the Plantronics phone.
So a lot of times, Ida and Tara, we started off with just the basic equipment. And then as we started making money, then we upgraded our equipment. So you don't have to, like I said, start off with anything too expensive, just something to get you started. I think my total investment without the computer, I think I probably invest to get started working from home. I had everything I needed, but I did have to invest in a headset, and I think that was my only investment because I always had a computer and internet at home.
Rita said she got her first computer from a computer repair store for $125.
Right,
Good value.
Great. And if if you're not familiar with ordering online, I would suggest a local pawn shop, or like one of the people in the group say, a local computer repair shop. They usually sell refurbished computers. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. So Tara said she was gifted a Plantronics headset. Yeah, they are. But yeah, I'm not gonna buy one. I'm too cheap.
But I still have my little old Logitech, and it's working just fine.
Yes. So for headsets, and with an Alorica or a Liveops, do they use USB?
No, they use a phone.
So with a lot of the
I'm gonna say this: Alorica does have one position that does use the USB headset. It says it on their website. If you are wanting to apply to Alorica, whatever you guys want to call it, they do have a position that requires a USB headset only.
And let's be honest, you guys, please wait until you get the position to purchase your headset.
True.
Because you don't know what the requirements are. Sometimes on the job description, it will have the requirements, but then when you get the position, it'll be something totally different. We have ran into that. So you may want to, when you get into the interview, ask they ask you, do you have any questions? Please ask, what are your computer requirements? What are your headset requirements? So make sure you ask that in the interview so you will get all the equipment that you need. Yeah. So, any more questions? Any more questions?
Any more questions on Facebook? Not yet.
I think we got about 12 more minutes on here, you guys. We usually like to go for about 2 hours on Sunday, just to make sure that we have gotten all the questions.
Hi,
Hey, Taylor. I was thinking about you. Yeah.
We missed you today, Taylor.
Yeah. Taylor, how's training going? This dog.
Nikki says she applied to 2 jobs while listening.
Oh, great job,
Nikki.
Nikki. Great job.
We hope you get hired.
Tara, if you can join our Facebook group or come into our Two Chicks page and inbox us on Facebook, that is probably the quickest way you will get a response. We check we don't check the email box for our Two Chicks with a Side. You can email us at twochickswithaside@gmail, but I think you will get a quicker response through Facebook or through our group.
Mm-hmm.
So
Taylor said these kids.
okay, so Ida, if the company requires a landline, then the calls will be routed to your phone number. If the job requires a USB headset, then they will route the calls to your computer. So that is 2 different things. So if the job requires you to have a landline phone, then that means they will route the calls to that phone number that you give them. If they don't require a landline phone and they require you a USB headset, then they will route the phones through your computer. So it's 2 totally different things, and the company only uses one or the other. Yep, better to use the group, Tara. It is. And you'll just get a quicker response that way. We wouldn't want you to be sitting there and have a question that you need answered and we don't get to it.
Jody said, when do you have the video up for this video? It'll be up, Jody, after when we end it. So
yes,
it's showing in the group now, but it's showing that we're live. So you won't be able to go back and rewatch it until we end it.
Okay.
And I will put it in the announcement section, just in case you guys want to go back and watch our previous videos from last week or the weeks before. Always check the announcement section. I pinned them to the announcement section.
We have one question over here. So Tara says about her landline phone, it goes through the Wi-Fi. That is still considered a landline phone, even though it's voice over IP technology. It is still considered a landline. There is only one company I know that you have to have a POTS phone, and I forget who that is. I just had it, but that is still considered a landline. What is the company? Hold on, Tara. I'm gonna think of it in a minute. Was it Teletech when I worked for them? They were I can't remember. At this time, Taylor, Tara, I don't know who the company is that requires you to have an old POTS phone, like through a Bell South connection or AT&T connection. I'm not sure what it is. It was on the tip of my tongue and I actually forgot. But using voice over IP or what you call a Wi-Fi phone is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine.
Taylor said she had the training for 3 days, but she said she had to quit because they could not accommodate her schedule.
Oh, Taylor.
I hate to hear that.
Yeah. Well, Taylor, I think she had more people she applied for.
Yeah, she had a lot of them.
Jessica. Hey, Jessica.
Hey, Jessica.
You remember her? Yeah. Hey, Jessica. Any more questions?
Nikki had a question.
Okay.
Your links are very helpful. Do I have to go searching for all of those sites?
Oh,
I don't have to. Okay, I thought she was she does.
Nikki, and that was our motivation for starting this group. A lot of people don't know where to go to find work at home jobs, and when you Google, you get a lot of scams and things of that nature. So that was our motivation on starting this, to give you guys a collective place to go to where you know the jobs are legit. You're not spending any money to start working. So that was our actual motivation for starting this group because we saw so many people.
Scams.
Yes,
Just
and
people
so
getting scammed and falling for it, and then it's like they don't know, and then they ask for legit companies, and people are giving names of legit companies, but they're still scamming people.
Tara wants to know, where do you look for part-time evenings, part-time to start? Tara, I would suggest you start with our beginner-friendly companies, and we have those posted in the Facebook group. Are they posted on YouTube?
I think we did a video. Yeah,
video, and they are also posted on YouTube. They are our beginner-friendly companies. It's 5 of them. We have given
Alorica,
3 here today.
Liveops.com, Nexrep.com, workingsolutions.com, and what was the last
one? Did you say Nexrep?
Sitel.
Sitel.com. And if you go in our Kiss That Cubicle Goodbye group, they are all listed there under one post. So you can just go under that one post, and they're for beginner friendly. Thank you, Tara. And they are beginner friendly. And those are the ones we suggest you start with because they are very beginner friendly. They are the people there are willing to teach you what you need to know about working from home and giving you all your troubleshooting tips and giving you things that you should look for when working from home.
Yeah. That's what worked for us.
What did Jody say?
Oh, Jody said, yes, I love that you don't have to navigate through many sites because it is so frustrating.
Yes, and I agree. I agree.
It is. And then people don't like to share. So that's another thing that's frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't like to share. So glad you like it, Jody.
I'm glad you guys give us positive feedback. Thank you. No, only certain ones pay through PayPal. A lot of them are direct deposit, Tara. A lot of them, especially the beginner-friendly companies, they are direct deposit. The PayPal doesn't come in until you're doing like a texting job or Cambridge, some side hustle that is not intended to be a full-time job. But some people turn the side hustles into full-time jobs. I saw somebody on Cambly this weekend made $500.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
So, and the side hustles, you kind of just turn them into full-time jobs. It's something, and guys, with side hustles, you can grow that into a full-time job. So it is not like if you work at Cambly, Carol and I do it part-time, or we just have an egg in our basket. But if you want to turn it to a full-time position, or if you want to make it to where this is your sole source of income, that is totally fine. It's just we should share with you our techniques and our tricks. That does not mean that is written in stone. That's the way you have to use it. That's not saying that. That is just the way we use it for our own, our own thing. Carol works Cambly way more than I do, but I may work just to get gas money. But it's different strokes for different folks. So, and as far as the texting job, again, you have people that do it part-time just to make extra money, but you have people that is their full-time position. So again, these things that we are telling you are basically just to give you a start. You have to find your own way. We're just trying to give you tips and tricks that have worked for us.
Yep. And some good eggs to have in your basket.
Yes.
Some good eggs.
Yep. Because these companies that we give are great eggs. Now, I will say that each job is not for everybody, and everybody is not going to get hired, but just apply. And if you're turned down, get another email address. Apply.
That has worked for us in the past.
so it's not set in stone. Sometimes we can just put things that don't make us stand out on our application. So if you do the application again, make sure you put something different that'll make you stand out. Use a couple of the words that are in the job description. So, so you can stand out. We have people that have applied for the texting company 5 or 6 times and still haven't gotten hired. But just we tell them to keep applying, because it may be that one time that she sees your application or they see your application and they pull it. So don't get discouraged, because, it is something out there for everyone.
True.
Okay.
Any more questions? Facebook, YouTube.
Thank you guys for watching. For you guys who stayed the whole 2 hours,
thank you.
Thank you.
Really do appreciate it.
Thank you. And for you guys who come every Sunday to listen to us ramble on about this work at home stuff, thank you so much. Thank you.
We appreciate it.
And thank you, guys. And if you find this information useful, I'm going to say it again. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at 2 Chicks with a Side Hustle. Please like our Facebook page at 2 Chicks with a Side Hustle, and join our group on Facebook at Kiss That Cubicle Goodbye. We post different work at home jobs
on all the platforms.
On all platforms. Tara, they are going to open that application back up for the texting job. Believe you me. Watch in the group. Carol posts every time she opens it back up. So
thank you, Kashana. Thank you, Jody.
Thank you. Another thing, when you see that she has posted it, that it's open, please. She says run on the text. Run and apply.
Because there's so many, and I think she turns it off after a certain amount of people apply. I think the lady turns it off because it's just one lady who does all of the hiring. She does everything. As far as I know, she does everything. So when you see me post it, it'll probably be tomorrow, because she turned it off yesterday. She turned it on, and she turned it off, and then she turned it on today. She turned it off. So hopefully she'll turn it on in the morning, and I'll post it again. But if not, we'll try again Tuesday.
Yep. So just be watching in the group, and Carol is really good about posting it when she turn it on.
Yeah. And some people did get hired today. I just saw on the comments. So congratulations to those that got hired for the testing company.
And for sounds like a plan, Tara. Well, guys, this is the end of our live today. Thank you for joining us on YouTube. Again, I am Tangi.
And I am Carol.
And we are 2 Chicks with a Side Hustle.
And we'll see you guys on Facebook Wednesday.
We don't go live on YouTube on Wednesday, so please join us
in our group and Kiss That Cubicle.
Goodbye. Bye, guys. Bye. Goodbye. Okay. Oh, that was good.